welcome everyone to the JungleCast Podcast. I am your host, Dre Montana, and we got my fellow co-hosts, Lex and Cam here. What's going on, y'all? And today we're gonna be discussing about content. Disgusting. Yes, there you go. I can't get the word out. Damn it.
There's not a T in there.
It's okay, Dre.
I'm trying. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about ultimate guides of how, must have equipment for content creators / streamers and the do's and the don'ts. But before we get into that topic, I do want to talk about the Switch 2. On January 16th, which was last week, right? Yeah, last week, the Nintendo announces the Switch 2. They only gave us like the design, the new Joy-Cons, the new color scheme, and also a little snippet of Mario Kart 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what is y'all thoughts on the Switch 2?
Ladies first.
I honestly wish they had that model first before we had, the original, because the Joy-Cons are bigger. Like the original model, I cannot stand the size of the Joy-Cons. Like my hands are kind of big for a woman. Okay, I need room.
I gotta have this. Yep.
Exactly. I actually do have one similar to that. So yeah, I have to be Pro Controller because it's the perfect size.
I mean,
I won't struggle with it.
I got 2 Pro Controllers right here.
Yeah.
I think I have like 3 or 4.
I have the Pokemon one, which is the Golden Pikachu, and then
That's
the Legend of Zelda one.
crazy.
That's awesome.
That's the one
luckily,
I got.
Shout out to NYXI. They have like these GameCube Joy-Cons, which are so
I've
much
seen
better.
that.
I've seen that.
If you guys
That's
want
lit.
some, go to my channel. I have like a promo code, like 15% off.
And that's one supposed to be glow in the dark though, but this shit never glows in the dark.
That's a ripoff.
Yeah,
Great design, but
yeah,
the effect is not doing its job.
it's really not. But yeah, with the Switch 2 though, it got like I'm interested, but I'm not having really sold to it completely. Only because it's bigger now. The Joy-Con's bigger. Instead of just sliding up and down the Joy-Cons, you can just actually click it together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have mixed reactions on that part because that shit could easily be broken off though by the wrong person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with kids nowadays, man. I don't trust them with my consoles. I don't do that.
Kids with my consoles, even when I was a kid.
Right.
That's crazy. But yeah.
No, but
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So Switch 2, very excited. I've always been a Nintendo fan. I think I'm excited mostly for the games rather than the system. The system, my Switch that I just showed, that is the launch system. I got that back in 2017. So it is kind of old, and I got it when I was in college. I think the fact that I'm really excited is the fact that it's coming out with the new Mario Kart, which is probably going to be a launch game if that's the first game you show.
Most likely.
I don't know if people know this. Mario Kart 8 has been out for like 11 years, coming out in April. Yeah.
Damn.
Mario Kart 8 came out when I was a junior.
Because was it out on the Wii U? If I'm not
it came out on the
mistaken.
Wii U.
Yeah, it was technically out before the Switch was even
Okay,
around.
I'm about to say wait.
Years, yeah.
I'm about to say wait, 11 because you said 11 years and the Switch came out in 2017. So
but it was out on Wii U
it was
first.
on the Wii U first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they made the deluxe version for the Switch.
And don't get me wrong, like Mario Kart 8, like the base version was incredible. Like that was one of the coolest games ever when it came out. Me and my friends had a great time with it. But now the fact that it's it's just been a while. We've been in need for a new one. Excited that they are probably gonna launch it. That's why you show it. And I think that I've heard rumors about it. I'm not gonna believe anything till I see it though.
Right.
Also I want to say like I don't like leaks. Like
I don't either. I don't
think
either.
it's worth it. Like, I didn't see any leaks. I just didn't care when people were talking about it. I was just like, that video that Nintendo put out was the first time I ever saw the console, and I'm like, oh, okay, bigger Switch, like, and I know that I think the Switch is like the console they need to keep doing because like people are so much on the go now, and things like that. The Switch is such a perfect console for that. Like that's the main reason I got a Switch, because I was like, in New York, and sometimes I was going on other trips and back home to Houston, so it just worked out for me. But yeah, I think that excited. I'm really excited. It kind of sucks we got to wait till April to see more of it.
Yeah.
But I think that it's gonna have hopefully a good launch title, a launch series. Mario Kart, maybe Metroid's further along than we think.
Yeah, Metro.
That thing
I think Metro
yeah.
gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be.
And
But,
also the new Pokemon game too.
Been waiting 8 years for Metroid. Metroid Prime 4 was announced in 2017. I remember that vividly. So yeah.
But yeah, for me too. Hopefully with the Switch 2, when it comes to like the display port on the TV, at this point it should be 4K. Like if Nintendo could come up with a 4K display for the Switch 2, I feel like it's gonna be a game changer because you have Sony with their PlayStation, Microsoft with their Xbox, Nintendo with the Switch on 4K. Imagine playing Mario Kart on 4K. Any Mario game on the 4K. Pokemon on the 4K. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, I don't mind if it's 1080p on like just on the console itself, the screen console itself, but on like when you put it in the dock, you play on your TV, it should be 4K.
But it should be 4K because it's been 8 years
Exactly.
since the Switch launch. Like we've had time to test. You've seen all these games that look incredible on the other systems. Like fucking PlayStation games feel like movies. They look so damn good. So yeah, that's why I think 4K needs to be a main focus. I think having Ethernet ports lodged into the system needs to be a main focus. The internet's gonna have to be. I think they know internally that the internet's got to be worked on.
It has to.
Mario Kart is, and Mario Party works well, but Mario Kart and Mario Party are the only two that work well. That's why people don't play a lot of Smash online.
It's horrible on Smash. Oh my gosh.
And wait, hold up. The Switch 2 gonna have an internet port on there or no?
We're hoping.
Oh, we hoping. Oh yeah, okay. I thought they showed us.
I don't, because we didn't see the dock. We only saw like the front part of it.
Yeah. I mean, don't the OLED has it on the Switch? The OLED, yeah, the OLED, the white one with the white consoles, Joy-Cons on it. Don't they have a dock on there that has an internet port on there?
I don't believe so.
No, I think you have to get an adapter or something for it to work. Yeah.
Whatever. Well, hopefully
it's
we'll wait till.
But it's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll wait till April to get more information on the Switch 2. Hopefully, it's supposed to be coming out between the months of April and September.
That's I just hope that when they release it, they kind of do it like in a form of a bundle, especially if you pre-order, like, have its base game with, the console or whatever.
Most likely they would. Maybe with Mario Kart 9, but as the base game for the bundle, and then
I just
get the console itself.
Mario Kart at launch, everyone's gonna want that after 11 years. Yeah.
Listen, look, we're not in the coronavirus, so it should be enough to develop, and hopefully, it should be enough for everybody.
Speaking of coronavirus and like consoles, I was wondering. I wanted to ask you guys. We're about from dates like from history would repeat. We're about 2 years from the PS6 getting announced. Do you guys think that's too soon? I kind of want them to wait a bit, but I feel like that's
The PS5 came out in 2020, right?
Yeah, and that's when I got it launched.
I'll wait till like 2027, 2028.
Like they should prolong it just a little bit, like
because I feel like we haven't gotten. PS4 had a fucking amazing library of games, and it's just like with the PS5, we've had good games, but like I feel like they've kind of wasted a few of them, right? I haven't, and in 2 years, how many games are going to come out for it? So I was just wondering, like, if it.
I mean, most recently we just got the PS5 Pro, so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that shit itself costs like $700, which is fucking crazy. But
not to mention, it still took people a minute to even get the original PS5 because remember that shit was out of stock.
I mean, now
it took forever for them to get it back.
Nowadays, you can get one. You can get one easily now because there's no excuse at this point. There's no excuse at this point. You can't get a PS5 now.
PS5, right?
At this point, yeah.
It's been out for 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been out for 4 years now.
These exclusives for the PS5 that have come out, and I'm just like, Horizon was fine, I guess. Then we got FF16 was a good game. There just hasn't been like I think the PS4 era had a much better library as of right now.
And then even with the PS5, you could still technically play your PS4 stuff on there. So it's like the hype isn't really the same as it was before the PS5 came out.
Exactly.
Because PS4 had games back to back to back.
Yeah.
Plus the subscriptions and stuff too.
Indeed. Yeah, I think there was no subscriptions with the PS4 at one point. Oh, it was the PS3. I think it was the PS3. PS3 and had no scope, no subscriptions, right? Hold on, I'll be right back. I got a phone call real quick.
Yeah.
Well, PS4 did because you had the monthly games and stuff, so they did have. But it was better at the time before they started changing everything. PS3 didn't though.
Okay. Yeah.
Not
but
from what I remember.
We need a little bit more of the PlayStation exclusives before I'm ready to be for a PS6. You know what I mean? Like what's exclusives coming out recent? I don't even know the exclusives that are coming out soon.
For what?
To be honest,
I've stopped keeping track.
Yeah, like the PlayStation like exclusive games
that's coming out this year,
or like besides like whatever Naughty Dog's new game was. What was that called? Intergalactic.
Yeah, Intergalactic
spaceship thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But with the PlayStation exclusive games, I don't even know at this point this year.
The only one I know about is Phantom Blade, the samurai thing that looks fucking amazing. Like it looks so cool. But it's like otherwise, I don't know when that's coming out. You know what I mean? Like you still got people who are like, well, why should I upgrade to the PS5 if like the exclusives aren't what I want? But yeah,
I mean, even if they only have PlayStation exclusive games, though, you really got to think about it, right? They're gonna stop making games for PS4 and Xbox One games. I mean, look at it now. Even if there's no exclusive games, though, but the games that you really want is only for next gen consoles, which is PS5 and Xbox Series, and then obviously the PC. You know, so there's no excuse why not you get a PS5 now. Because now, if you get the original PS5, you're paying like what, $30 something for this version. You know what I'm saying?
The PS5 Pro you don't really need unless you have like a 4K TV. Even then,
I mean, you can still get the PS5 Pro if you only play games digital.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I had the disc version of my PS5, and say if I want to get the Pro, I gotta buy the disc drive for the PS5. I gotta buy the vertical stand, which is fucking stupid as hell.
Okay, that's the one thing I wanted to mention. PS6, no more stands. Like, figure it out. I don't want to keep the stands. Like if I take this somewhere and I forget the stand, we're fucked.
Really, that part.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, so let's get back to the topic at hand with these must-have equipment with these streamers. So, how y'all feel about now? What's just more important, a webcam or a microphone to start off streaming? Microphone. Why?
They got to hear you.
Yeah, I'll say I don't really seeing you. It's not that I don't care, but I'd rather hear you first than see you because I can get to know your personality just by talking to you rather than judge you by how you look type shit. Because some people are like that.
Yeah,
that's true.
Your best way is verbal communication. If you can talk to your chat with or without a cam, solid.
Right.
Even with people who have mics, though, I feel like, you know, they don't really talk much at all. So I'm like, then why have a mic? You're not going to talk as much. No, that's the point.
I fall victim to that sometimes because I'll be so focused on the game.
That is true. But sometimes you gotta look at your chat from time to time. You know, even if you're on your phone or you have a second monitor, look at your chat from time to time. Like I understand when you're in a well, it depends what game you're playing. You know, you're playing like a fast-paced first-person shooter. Of course, you might miss some things, especially like if your chat is not that live, not that fast. You should be able to focus on that chat. You know what I'm saying?
And also, it's a two-way street though, because chat also needs to be understanding. Because you have to remember, some people when they're streaming, they're collabing with other people, so they have two different, ways of interacting. They have to talk to the people they're actively in a voice chat with through the game, and then they also have to look at chat and talk to them kind of separately. So chat also has to be understanding that if someone's locked in on a game, you got to give them a minute. Because if that was you and you didn't see your chat, somebody did that to you, then you would be pissed or be like, oh, I was locked in. Okay, so why'd you do it to this person then? If you understand the same thing.
And also too, when it comes to a microphone as well, make sure y'all use auto filters too, like noise gate, noise suppression, limiter, and there's other ones too. I just can't name them right now, but mostly the noise gate and the noise suppressor, because when you're streaming, when somebody's watching you stream, ain't nobody trying to hear your PC fan blowing hard as hell. Like, it's worse than the PS4 fans. It really is. And also too, you don't want people hearing you clicking on the mouse and keyboard, especially those mouse and keyboard people though, yo. They be clicking on that keyboard like it's no tomorrow. I'm like, yo, that shit be loud as hell. Yeah. I'm
It's
what
like
the
your
hell?
microphone is literally touching the keyboard with maximum efficiency.
Yeah, like, and also too, like, learn how to use your gain on your microphone too. Because the louder your gain is, the more shit you're going to hear in your streams and this, that, and the third. I ain't trying to hear all that. And also too, when using a microphone, please adjust it on your OBS or Streamlabs, because there'll be moments when people playing certain games, they be screaming so fucking loud in the games, especially playing horror games. That should be blowing my ears, yo. I can't deal with that. Like, you gotta know when to adjust the volume within your mic. You have to. Especially like for me, when I do my microphone settings on OBS, I make sure it hitting the yellow mark. So that way it's not too loud, but also not too low. You want to keep it at a stable condition. You know what I mean?
When I do mines, I make sure it's a little bit under, because sometimes I kind of scream or yell in games and I know it's going to up it more. So I kind of have mine a little bit lower and then my game volume enough to where you can hear it.
Yeah.
But also that's why when I go live, because you can, one thing about the life of a content creator or streamer, which everyone should notice at this point in time, is sometimes you think you have things set right when you pre-record and test it on your OBS or your Streamlabs, whatever you use. But when you go live, people can't hear you. You know, it's still a different experience even when you hit that live button for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm always like the first 10 minutes of stream, I'm like, can you guys hear me? Like, someone let me know.
Yeah, you always got to go through like a background check of making sure that your equipment is like, because sometimes, you know, OBS, like sometimes it will like mess up your thing after it updates. Or, like,
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
When you haven't turned on your computer for a while, like when I was gone for Christmas, like I was about to go live. I'm like, wait, let me make sure. Yeah, sure enough, everything was default. My headset wasn't connected, my mic wasn't connected. So you just got to make sure, because sometimes it does that.
Yeah, don't be afraid to double check. Go live and ask your chat, hey, how do I sound? If I need to up my volume on this or this, let me know.
And the best part about that, sometimes chat would know, they just don't say shit. I'm like, I know y'all hear me fucking up. At least say something. Holler, scream,
See, that's
something.
why I double check my volume. When I see nobody in chat's checking, I'm like, whatever, until somebody says otherwise or whatever, we just gonna keep it rocking.
Yeah.
It ain't my fault, I asked.
Like, when I ask people, when I'm in people chat, and they ask, like, is my voice sound good? My game sound good? Is it too loud, too low, da-da-da? I'll let them know, because I'm trying to watch your stream, man. I want to make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to fuck up. And people be doing that shit, like, spitefully doing, maliciously, spitefully. They know, but they just don't want to tell people. It's like, why?
Right.
Like, okay, you might hurt their feelings, so what? I'm just trying to help them out. It might piss them off, but hey, I'm trying to make sure you sound good today.
If you want to be able to have people come into your chat and hear the game audio, people aren't going to want to just hear you yap the whole time. Like, I like to hear the background of what you're doing as well.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, some people might get pissed off when you tell them otherwise, like, oh, my shit sound good. I'm like, all right, you know what? You got it. You fucking got it. I'm just let you do it.
Oh, your shit sounds good, all right, to you. But I'm going to let you rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let you ride. This is your stream. I'm gonna let
you laugh and stock of the day on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. And going back to the webcam, now, is it necessary to have a webcam? It's a yes or a no to me.
Like it's optional, because it's optional, like definitely. If you're a person,
is primary.
Yeah. But if you're like a really good reactionist and you know people love your reactions, why not have a webcam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I know with that comes insecurities for some people and stuff. So I know that could be an issue for some as well. I just say do what's comfortable and best for you. Just have a mic.
Yes. Have a good mic.
Yeah.
I have a good mic. Not just any mic.
Have that noise suppression. Like, have that audio crystal clear to the best of your ability.
Exactly. Because not Go ahead, Cam. No, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah. Sometimes like you don't even know it, and like your camera doesn't have to be like an expensive one either.
Exactly.
Camera.
Mm-hmm.
You can always use like the one, like my monitors didn't come with a camera, so I had to go get me one. But like you can even use like the one that the PS5 has. I don't remember if it came with a camera.
Yeah, but, PS5. No, PS5 came with a camera. Well, you got to buy one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it was sold separately for the most part, but it did have a camera.
You can just use that one. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be the camera. The camera, you don't have to worry about as much than the mic. The mic quality will be better.
Mm-hmm. And you don't, like you said, you don't have to buy no expensive ass webcam, but you know, when you buy a webcam, they'll make sure you adjust the picture of it. What I mean by that, like, you adjust the brightness, the contrast, the saturation,
the sharpness. The sharpness is another one, especially if you're a person who loses focus a lot.
Yeah,
exactly.
Make sure that sharpness is perfect.
Perfect. Crystal clear. And also too, when it comes with a webcam, make sure you buy a ring light too, because sometimes people room settings it be dark as hell. I can't even see you. Like, what's the point of having a webcam if I can't see you on cam if your room is so damn dark? Like,
That's
people.
a lesson I learned very recently. Like, because when these blinds are closed,
Mhm.
you know, I only have this light up here, so like I will be pretty dark. And now that I have the green screen, I have this light right on me, so it helps. But I have to wear the glasses so my eyes don't burn.
Yeah, for me, it depended on the game that I was playing. Like during my Dead by Daylight streams, I know obviously you can barely see me. Like there are times where you can see me better. Like some streams you can see me better, other streams you can't because it depends on the lighting, and I didn't have a ring light at the time, so it was harder. And then I also don't want people to focus so much on my background. I still want people to see me, but once this year started, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my camera bigger, figure out some stuff, and ring light's been pretty helpful.
And again, a ring light doesn't need to be expensive. You can buy like a $15-$20 ring light, put it on your monitor, and just adjust the lighting of your benefits. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the most important tools: ring light, webcam, and a mic. Because when I first started streaming, I bought like a $20 webcam with a built-in ring light, and then got me a little cheap microphone. But I had to make sure to adjust everything. It's all about it. It's all about a budget too, included. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody could buy a expensive microphone like this one I have right here, the Elgato microphone, or a HyperX microphone, which I still have now to this day. I use it for my PS5 chats. You just gotta upgrade later on in life.
Yeah, I have I started with a Razer mic that's in that closet. But I got a very good price. It was like a sale. I think it was Black Friday for like $40.
See?
Yeah, so
Had a third party brand from Amazon, and that thing was working great. So that was like my first ever starter mic, and I've had it up for about maybe a year and a half, so about half my streaming career so far. And then I think the second one I got was the one I won from Dre's giveaway that he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Elgato. I love the Elgato products though. I got me the Elgato webcam, the Stream Deck, the microphone, and the capture card. At first I didn't have the Elgato capture card though. I had the Razer Riftstar HD capture card first. I paid like $100 for that, and I just upgraded to the HD60X Elgato card. So it's all about how to work a budget. You can be budget friendly on your stuff. Talking about, I can't afford a webcam. I'm like, I can't afford a ring light. Like, bro, it's only $15. Amazon.
eBay, there's you guys work on a budget. Trust me. When I before I got the Dolphin emulator for my GameCube games, I was streaming literally from the GameCube. I rigged the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a HDMI converter thing or something, and you know how we use the aux cords.
Yeah.
In the early 2000s and stuff, because HDMI did not exist.
Not until the
So
mid 2000s.
I had an adapter from that converts it to an HDMI. That's how I was able to play games directly from my GameCube. So anything is possible.
And yeah, because if y'all save money, go to these anime conventions, stuff like that, I'm sure y'all could save up and buy a ring light, webcam, stream deck, mic, whatever. Because if you really like,
also
no, go ahead.
I'll finish. I'll do it.
Now I was gonna say, like, as a streamer and content creator, you're gonna have to upgrade sooner or later, because whatever equipment you have is gonna die down eventually. I don't know when, but at some point, you're gonna have to upgrade. I don't care what nobody says. I mean, you can stay with the shit as long as you want, but at some point, it's gonna break down.
Or just have a backup on standby, because everything is temporary.
Exactly. And speaking of a stream deck for content creators and streamers, it's a must-have. I'm gonna say it's definitely a must-have to have a stream deck.
It's actually really convenient, because I was gonna eventually get one, but Dre actually hooked me up faster than I could try to go on a hunt for one. But it's very convenient to use. Like, this thing is like really great.
So what exactly, like, so you switch scenes with it? What do you do with it?
Yeah, you can switch scenes. You can have Discord on it. Have it mute your mic, unmute, join calls. You can have sound alerts on there.
I'll
You can
think
do
about
all sorts
getting
of
one.
stuff with it.
I just don't know if I have like the number of HDMI ports that would be needed for it.
No, it's not HDMI ports. It's just a
No,
USB
it's a
cord.
USB through your
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah, through your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Maybe I will get one of those.
Yeah, I had 2 different Stream Decks. I had the Stream Deck Mark 1 from Elgato, and I just upgraded to the Mark 2 with Elgato. I mean, the difference between Mark 1 and the Mark 2 is not really much of a difference. It's just the fact that it's just like a different build now on this one. And
It's
then,
a different like model essentially.
yeah, and then on the back it's a Type C USB port. So
Also like our phones and stuff now.
mhm.
When everything used to be Type B.
Yeah, or
what was
Type
I-
A.
what was I saying? And for those who like, obviously spending on a budget, but if you need to upgrade and you don't have the money for it to like have its full price, and you just wait for like the the holidays or the sale, especially Amazon. Like
Yeah,
Amazon has a sale like every month for some reason.
yeah, Amazon
Yes.
Prime Day.
For holidays, for holidays you don't even know about.
Exactly. Exactly too. And plus, like what I was gonna say now too. You have Amazon Prime Day, especially for those who have Amazon Prime. You save a lot more money, and plus it's free shipping. You get like a day or two, depending on the product. So
Mhm.
easy that way. But there's some there are some third party Stream Decks they have too, but I don't trust them. I don't like the third party ones because sometimes it can fuck up your PC or just fuck up your product. But that's just me.
That's why you got to read reviews and stuff too. And I know
Mhm.
everything is subjective, but if you already looking up something, they got like 2 stars. Even
Nah.
if that's all you can afford, I'd rather not have it than have it because that mess might ruin your whole stream career.
Right.
For real. I remember I bought a third party capture card, and if I ain't gonna say it fucked up my PC, but like it worked, and then like the sound would just make a buzzing sound. I said, I'm like, yeah, I gotta send that shit right back. And that's when
Get my money back.
and that's when I decided to buy like the Razer Ripsaw HD capture card.
It's crazy because for my capture cards, I've always been using like third party ones. Like the one that I currently have, I've been using for about over a year now, and it still works amazing.
Mm.
It's just like a regular 4K HD or whatever capture card, easy, convenient to use.
And do you capture 4K on it or no?
Yeah, it actually does.
Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah, I'll think like
Word.
yeah, 'cause I think Cam, you have the 4KX right for the Elgato capture card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was looking at the price. I'm like, $200 for this shit? God damn.
I didn't even have to pay that much for mine. It was pretty decently priced, not extremely cheap, but like a bare minimum type of.
When did the 4K come out? How long has it been out?
I would say about a year. Like a
About
year.
a year.
Yeah, like a year.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
a year. Like a year,
I
yeah.
got it like it was near the first DreamCon. I don't
Mhm.
yeah. I just know I wanted it because to get the better quality and because like I was playing I think that was around FF16 came out and I wanted like the better footage for that.
Mhm.
So I'm like, yeah.
And what Lex said about reviewing, like make sure you read the reviews of different products. Make sure you do because not all cheap things are good. You gotta read the reviews. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go cheap, but don't go expensive. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it in the middle, you know?
Sometimes it's worth paying a little more.
Exactly. Don't be cheap. Please don't be cheap. I mean, it's okay to be cheap. Just don't be. What is the difference between cheap and being?
You gotta be reasonably cheap.
Yeah, reasonably cheap.
Reasonably cheap.
But what's the one I'm looking for? It's below cheap. Cheapskate. There you go. Cheapskate.
I'll say it's cheapskate lower because.
Yeah, yeah. Cheapskate is lower. Like you do whatever you need to do just to save money. Like.
One day we need to do a podcast episode on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, being cheap between
cheapskate. Remember how you would play it on your just chatting streams and we would just talk shit about it? We need to do that on the podcast.
Like nah, that
I ain't gonna lie.
I understand their methods of being a cheapskate, but it's like not really necessary. But I understand.
Some things is disgusting that they do on there to be cheap. Like.
Indeed. I'm like, what are y'all doing? This is not right. This is not right. It just, I don't just make my skin crawl, man. Definitely make my skin crawl. But do you feel like there should be a budget when it comes to buying a PC, though? Like, would y'all
That's
buy?
hard to say, but I feel like you should
if-
have a minimum budget and like a
You
max
should have a
budget.
minimum budget, but the thing about it is you're definitely gonna get your money's worth because you're not getting a new
Exactly.
PC every year. So like you're I think this PC is about 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any plans to replace it or upgrade it. So yeah.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question real quick. Would y'all buy a PC that's worth $550, or would you spend more on a PC build that's like $1,500?
Okay.
1,500.
1,500, because that's actually just about what I spent for mine and got it fixed by somebody I know. So that makes more sense, because that's pretty much how much an average PC would cost. But if you're just starting out and you need something temporarily, because that's what I did, then yeah, I would go with the 550. But just know it's only gonna last you maybe about a year before you have to upgrade.
I mean, think about it too. Also, with that $5 piece, with that $550 PC though, what type of spec does it have? Would that spec? Would those specs run games on there?
Mm-hmm.
What about streaming too? What about you want to stream on that PC as well? Will it, run properly while you're streaming and gaming at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really worth paying $550 just to stream and game at the same time?
Well, if that's all somebody can afford and they really want to go for it, you got to start somewhere.
That is true, and then try to upgrade later on.
And like I said, the upgrades can always come after. That's literally what I did. Like, I bought a PC that was definitely like under 1,000. It was like maybe around 500-ish. Like, it was like a Windows 10 at the time when a Windows 11 was coming along and stuff. So that's what I started with year one. And then, like, I already had a webcam, already had a mic. So I had me a little setup. It got me through my first year. Then around year 2 to beginning of year 3, I'm like, all right, like, now I need to upgrade. It's time.
Yep. I remember in 2022, that's when I got my first PC, but I didn't buy how other people buy, like pre-built. Because I was against, I low key, when I started streaming, I was against PC gaming. I don't know why, I just was. Until 2022, I'm like, you know what? It was around like August, September 2022. I said, all right, cool. Now I'm gonna get a PC just to, boost my what the one I'm looking for, just to improve myself. And
Dre, actually, we're actually a lot in common, because 2022 is when I got my PC. And I was also kind of against PC gaming. I just preferred console, and I was because I only had I had the gaming laptop that I got before I went to college. I had it all the way through college. I didn't have any mind to get a desktop until I could see how old it was, and it's like, and I was also working, so I'm like, I don't really use this that much. Like, maybe I should get a PC.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's when I got it. I kind of was still against PC gaming. I much prefer console. The PC gaming, I was only when I was kind of like mesmerized by it, because I was like, oh, okay, you can actually store like full games. I think I
play mods and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I mostly use a PC for like shooters. So I was like, I never played Halo before that, so I tried Halo Guardians. Like, oh, this is fun. And then, the streaming thing, I was like, I'll have like some time. I'll try it, and then that's kind of what made me get it. But yeah, I always and considering the PC, it's a gaming PC, but it's also, a PC. You can have other stuff on it. Like, I have like really important files on this one, so it like kind of has like it's like the whole package. So that's why I don't really mind it.
And I got my PC instead of, like I said it before, instead of buying it pre-built, I bought it in parts because I wanted to build my PC. It's crazy how I was against PCs, let alone trying to build one. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just buying the parts little by little. Like, I bought the PC case, the case for the PC, the motherboard, the RAM, the power supply, and I realized, god damn, this is a lot going into buying PCs. It's like you got to get this part, that part, this part, that part, and it all varies in price range too. You know what I'm saying?
Depends on what you want to do with your PC. If you want it to be more streaming based, more gaming based, like then the specs of it, how much the parts cost alone, just to actually have it all together.
It's something that I had to learn a lot, because like I didn't really know much about, like I'm more software in terms of tech, so like I didn't know much about the PC specs at all. Like I remember when I had like the laptop, if there was something wrong with it, I'd just go to the freaking help desk at school. I didn't care to learn about it at all. But like now it's like I'm learning about, okay, what's RAM, like, oh, the storage, or like there's actually like a graphics card. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell that was until like I saw somebody playing something. It's like, oh yeah, it's got to update the graphics card. Like, what the hell's a graphics card?
And I was gonna say now too, just like you, Cam, when I first started streaming, I just had a console and I had a MacBook. And I use
I use the PlayStation thing where it says go live on
yeah,
Twitch.
yeah. Same here. I use the PS5 to go live on Twitch, and then I use this web-based thing called Lightstream, where it's like a cloud-based. You heard about it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Everybody was using it as a starter.
Yeah, I was using it as a starter too, just to have like my overlays, my scenes, my alerts and stuff like that, without having like a high-end PC or a capture card. So it worked out. But however, though, I have to pay, I think $132 a year just to use the service. Back then, I heard now that it's free, which is like, damn.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was mad as hell. I'm like,
I was gonna wait till people outgrow and then okay, it's free.
Yeah. Like, this is kind of off topic, but this is like that. What you just said got me so upset because like, why is it that when I was at Syracuse University, when I wanted to play games, people just came to my apartment or whatever, and we just played on my TV. They now have a whole ass esports center at my school. Wow. My old roommate showed me a video. It's absolutely insane what's there. And I'm just like, okay, no, wait a minute. We were just on the couch watching a fucking TV.
Right, we started it.
Right, I was like, I was a part of like the original esports club. I'm like, okay, so wait, where did y'all get this money?
That's how my school is now too. We have an esports at my college too. They have an esports league now. So I'm like, where the fuck was this at when I was in school? I was mad as hell.
Like, it's like when my high school that I graduated from, the library was basic as hell, but when we graduating and leaving, they want to pimp the shit out. Have flat screen TVs and stuff in there. And I'm like, oh, word. So y'all bougie when we leave.
You're right. That's how it was in my high school. My high school fucking cafeteria looked like a food court when I went there last.
Oh, I'd be pissed off.
My school my high school still shitty to this day. I don't care what nobody said. My high school still shitty to this day. Our sports sucks. Basketball, football, volleyball. The only thing that's good about our sports is the men's soccer team and the women's soccer team, because in our town, New Brunswick, we have mostly Hispanics, so obviously soccer's gonna be the best fucking thing. So our football team sucks. We went through a lot of coaches. Like,
oh boy, that's bad.
We went through like a lot of coaches. Like, they never lasted. Like, they lasted about like 2 years, and then after the third year, it's like, nah, we gotta let you go.
Damn.
I'm surprised they even gave them that long. 2 years.
They don't last 3 years. They don't last for the third year. They don't come back for the third year, I should say. They don't. Like, we had one good season when I left the school. But however, though, it's funny though. Well, this is gonna be off topic, y'all, just to let y'all know. I think it was back in when 2019. It was on like 5-0, and we were going up against the number one team in the country, which was Piscataway, and we won that game 2017. And then the next week, when he lost to North Brunswick, they found out that there was an ineligible player on our squad because he wasn't living in the city. So we had to forfeit all our games. We went from 5-1 to 0-6, and they have not won a game since then. Yeah, that shit crazy though. But anyway though, back to the PC topic though. Yes, I would recommend people to buy PC parts rather than buying a pre-built, because even with the pre-builts, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they might be faulty depending who's building it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust the pre-built PCs. I'd rather build my own, so that way I know it's my money's worth. Cause I spent like my first PC that I built, I spent about $1,400, and it did me well for the last 2 years. And then this past year November, I went up building another PC. I spent like almost $2,000 on my shit, on parts alone.
So I want to throw this in. I want to say low key, there's no excuse now, because there's things like Afterpay, Zip. So get the better price, but if you have to, do it in payment installments.
Yeah.
Even like if you have a Chase account, you can do pay over time as well. So
exactly.
You don't have to fork up.
You don't have to pay in full. Pretty much, you don't have to pay it for. You can pay them installments. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse at all. Pay installments.
Right? Like, you know, when you have the pre-build, like, see, mine's a pre-build, but mine is Alienware. I trust them with computers of all people. Same thing with like Asus. God, what's another one? when it comes to gaming, those are the primary. But like, sometimes like if you just get a Dell, that may not work. It's not primary gaming wise. Same thing with Lenovo. Um, so like I think building it would probably be the best one because you
It
know what
is.
you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. My first roommate in college actually built his own PC when we were there. But yeah, I would agree. If you do get a pre-built because you just don't want to deal with that, I'd say Asus and Alienware
Yeah.
because they're made for gaming.
Mm-hmm. And you go to this website called PC Pit Parker. PC Part Picker. Is whereas you can see what type of motherboard you want.
Pick Parker.
Yeah, PC Part Picker. That's what it's called. PC Part Picker. And you can see what type of motherboard you want, GPU, processor, and see if they're compatible with each other, and see how many watts it takes to actually run that type of PC, which I use my second go around. And
Yep, so do y'all research.
Yeah.
Do your research, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, do your research. Definitely do your research. Go on YouTube. YouTube is the key.
There's so many videos, guys.
Exactly. Especially especially if you want to buy this type of GPU and then this type of processor that you want on your PC, look at the videos on YouTube. It will definitely help you out because that's what I did on my PCs. When I'm building my PCs, I watched a lot of videos on how to build a PC. The PC, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's not that difficult. It's just a lot. It's just time consuming. And plugging in the right components on each of the motherboards and making sure it works and this, that, and the third. It can get frustrated. Don't get me wrong, get frustrated, but once you watch the videos, it gets a little easier. Definitely gets a little easier. But yeah, definitely I recommend building a PC to get a pre-built one. If you don't want to build your own, then fine, get a pre-built one. It's whatever. It all depends on you. It all depends on the person.
Depends on what you're able to do at the time. Like I said, you're not going to have everything starting off, and that's okay. If you don't want to buy a PC, stick to your console and just stream. Just make sure you have a way to interact with chat, whether it's a phone or a laptop. Just you got to have at least something to be able to communicate with others and know where your status is, whether you're streaming on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, whatever it is you want to use.
Especially when you
do upgrade over time.
Yes,
bit by bit.
Great.
You don't have to do it all at once. You do it
like I
bit by bit.
Got a recent graphics card upgrade last month, so.
Yeah, I had to do I just did a whole overall my second PC. New motherboard, new RAM, new storage. I got three different storages on my PC. I have two M.2 SSD that are 2 terabyte, which I recommend because 1 terabyte is not enough nowadays.
It's really not.
So 2 terabyte is the new standard of 1 terabyte. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And also I also recommend getting a hard disk drive for your PC so you can save all your recorded videos and edit videos, so that way you don't have to waste much memory on your M.2. Because I'm telling y'all right now, games nowadays, and also not even in the games, the software y'all download on your PCs too.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That shit going to take a lot, especially with these updates too. It's going to take some gigabytes or megabytes, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Make sure your drivers are updated always.
Yes.
Yesterday on the
Thank you,
stream
Cam.
because I'm just like, oh shit, did I not update something? Because Ninja Gaiden Chew crashed like 4 times, and I'm like, maybe it's just the game. Let me pull up Metaphor. Metaphor crashes. I'm like, oh shit, did I not clean out the drivers? Yeah.
And not only the drivers too, though, also your motherboard, because they have like softwares for your motherboard, right? For me, I have an MSI motherboard, so I download this software called MSI Center, which will show me like my GPU temperature, the core, update my motherboard, my BIOS and stuff like that. Make sure you download whatever motherboard you have. Make sure you download the software for that too, because not only you got to update your drivers, update your drivers, which is like the NVIDIA whatever. But also make sure you update your motherboard too, and also update your Windows as well. I'm so sick of people saying like, "Oh, why this game keep crashing down?" Or I keep having the blue screen and this, that, and the third. Well, update your fucking PC. Simple. Update your fucking PC is not that hard. It's really not that hard.
I would say also like as a strict. Oh, sorry, Lex, you wanted to speak.
Oh yeah, it was going to be about updates. Pay attention to what you're updating, because you also don't want to update the wrong shit and it fucks up your PC or your game or whatever it is. Pay good attention to what's updating and where it goes into your PC.
Exactly.
because even with consoles, that can happen. Just like anything else. So pay real good attention to what you're updating and where it goes into your computer.
I have some type of antivirus protection on your computer too.
That too.
Yeah.
Because if you gotta pay like at some point you gotta pay a price when you gotta pay these antivirus protection programs. You gotta pay a price. And I mean you actually gotta pay to use them shits too. Like don't be cheap on them because viruses could fuck up your PC. Especially a gaming PC. It definitely can. I always make sure I buy antivirus protection. I forget which one I'm using. I think I'm using like RevRoot antivirus protection. It's like what, $30 a year? So I'm like, might as well pay for it. Make sure my PC is protected. Yeah, make sure you protect your PC because I built my PC. I don't have no warranty on this shit. So this PC is a liability. If the PC fucks up, I'm responsible for that. I can't get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just, get your PC built. That's it. Or just, if you don't know how to build a PC though, take it to a computer store and get it built. That's it. You might have to pay a little fee, but hey, at least you get it done though.
That's what I did. Got mine. That's why I was about 15. I think it was 14 something, but with the person I had hook it up for me and then mail it to me, it was worth it.
It's worth it, right? Yeah. Like if you know people that know how to build PCs, go for it. Like even if that person charge you, pay it. At least they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? They're going out of, go ahead.
And the person I had too hooked me up because everything was on sale.
See?
And she knew her stuff. So make sure you have those right connections because they'll hook you up too.
Yeah, because we all know somebody that knows how to build PCs, that know how to help build PCs, stuff like that. All of us as content creators and streamers, we all know somebody that know how to build PCs, and they have business. They have their own business to build a PC. Like I love Brandy. She's one of them. She's builds
the one that did my PC.
And she builds PCs. Like I seen her PC builds. I'm like, yo, them shits look good as hell.
Yeah, it's great.
And her prices are very reasonable. Please don't try to be cheap. Don't try to get that friend discount. Quote unquote friend discount.
And yeah, some people do payment plans, as I said. So don't, if you have to do it in portions, just make sure you keep your word and do it in portions.
Exactly. And I think she has an option where you can do them in installments, right? Yeah.
She does, yeah.
No, so you don't have to pay in full. You just do an installment. That's another alternative way to do it. Pay installments. Like people just so damn cheap. When it comes to money, people just so damn cheap or they don't want to pay at all. Like just pay a person her fee. Because she's going out of that person going out of their way to build your PC. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that's the PC that you really want, whatever specs you put in there, please pay their fine. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't hurt you.
Okay,
it wouldn't hurt you.
I have a package. Give me 1 second.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So this is about overlays. How do y'all feel about overlays? Because throughout the years,
I'll be right back.
Okay. Because throughout the years, I've learned the lesson of overlays are, for one, it's optional. It's optional, but I feel like it does help with the display aspect. Like it gives people something extra to look at. Because you know how on your overlays, you can have like alerts, subscribers, like those individual alerts itself. Yeah. So like, how do y'all feel about having overlays or if it's considered like an essential?
I think it's... I like having overlays because it shows like it displays your stream, Now
I feel like to a certain extent it is important, but I think where a lot of people kind of mess up at is with the alert aspect of it, because you have your followers, this and that, and it's like, to me, like when I first started streaming, okay, it was cool, but then over time I'm like, I don't really need that because I could just do an alert box. Like
basically you try to say like, oh, here's my latest follower thing and then my latest donation thing and my latest tip thing. You mean like something like that?
Yeah, like most people start off with that, and I've noticed over time, like a lot of people, it just kind of like goes away.
Yeah, I used to
further into streaming.
Yeah, I do that. I did that when I first started streaming too. When I first started using overlay stuff like that, I had those latest followers, latest tippers, stuff like that. And I took it off over time because there's no fucking point. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was getting to. That's why I was saying, how do y'all feel about that? Because I've noticed that even with the people I've networked with from when I first started up to now, the overlay is important, but the alerts that come with the starter overlays is not, because you can just have an alert box. It'll just be there for a few seconds and it'll go away.
Exactly. And plus, like having too much on your gaming display, like when you gaming or doing just chatting, having all that stuff is just way too much. Like
Mhm.
it just
I agree. Like,
defeats the purpose. Like, having too much on your overlays within your gaming display or doing just chatting, whatever like that. Like, I want to see everything. I don't need to see like you blocking a lot of important stuff on there.
Yeah, it's like I
See,
mainly
like,
want to see your personality on your
right.
overlay, but I don't need to see who your last follower was. I don't need to see your last donation. It's like I just want to see you and your community,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
whatever it
See,
is
I
you're
tried
providing
the
for me, in your chat.
See, I tried the overlay at one time. Like, I had like the screen, and then had me, chat box, everything, and like my followers were like, "Yeah, we prefer the old ones." And I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of understand why." Because when I'm streaming, mostly you want to see the game and you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Unless like see like the big streamers, I know Maximilian dude. I know he has like the overlays, but he has like what, 1 million followers. Like they have to have like this the chat displayed and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that yeah, I personally would just have the game, and then like my chat. We have like Dre. We have the text bubbles,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
and
text bubbles.
I prefer the alert box over the overlay alerts. I
Mm-hmm.
like my alert box like that shows Ichigo and
Mm-hmm.
like Yoruichi when I get a subscriber, and then all the captains when I get a raid. I just think that's more me and
Yeah.
more fun.
I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the alert box is way fun because you can actually put like a custom GIF or
Yeah,
sound that you want. So
Mm-hmm. Like for me,
overlay, follower alerts and stuff.
yeah.
Maybe if you're starting out and you want to keep track because of your goals and stuff, that's fine. But I'm telling y'all that alert box will give you more personality. It'll allow the chat to see you more when you get notified stuff.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick. How do y'all feel about when streamers have their like a goal widget, like they have like the donation thing that said like February's goals of buying a streaming equipment, and then it showed like the price range and the progress bar. How y'all feel about that? Having displaying on there.
I mean,
I don't
oh, go
really
ahead, Cam.
know because I don't have a donation thing. But like sometimes I think like I'm close to 500 followers. Like sometimes on stream I'll have like, well, should I have like four followers like 488 or ever 500? I'm like, should I have that? I don't know. Like it really depends. Like, cause I actually looked this up. Like some people do believe like yes, you should have that because if you're working towards a goal, people will want to come back more, and they want to check you out. But I don't. And then if you don't, like they'll just be more interested in the game you're playing and not really you.
See, but
Mm-hmm.
my problem is even with the goal thing, sometimes people get a little too goal driven.
Yeah.
If y'all know what I'm saying, it's like I have my goals, but you got to check my about me section to see my goals.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I reach a point to where I hit my goal whenever I hit my goal. I'd rather have people who come in as genuine supporters rather than people just follow me just because I have a goal and you're
Yeah.
not even trying to get to know me. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it depends on the person and maybe their community size. Because obviously, people with bigger communities are going to have a higher chance of hitting their goals and stuff way faster. So for them, they can have it up and it's not an issue whether it's, money donations, followers, subscribers, whatever.
Yeah, cause for me, I have a donation. I use Ko-fi donation, but it's not like I have like a progress bar stating that I need. I'm trying to hit
Yeah.
this goal for this thing. It's like, nah, I'm good on that. If y'all want to know,
I,
yeah, I'll let y'all know.
I mostly have that stuff as like additional, like if people, like for example, when people sub to me or whatever, like if you don't want to donate to me through Twitch, because obviously Twitch gets their little cut,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you can just donate to me personally directly.
Yeah.
Or you could just buy something off my Amazon wish list. Like, you don't have to be money. Like, I give people options. I just use the command and post it in chat, but I'm not going to have that bar on my screen when you could just, everything's in the about me.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know where I'm at, that's where it's at.
Again, it defeats the purpose of showing like the full display of your gameplay or whatever you're doing. You know what
It's
I'm
like
saying?
I'm focusing more on the networking aspect and actually trying to get to know people and build a stronger community. I don't want people to be focused on my goals. If I'm not too focused on it, then why should you?
Like y'all see my overlays. Like when I use my just chatting overlay, you just see the webcam, the chat box, and when I play my music, you see like the whole music display thing. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like when I'm playing a game on the PC, PS5, or any of the Switch games, you just see my webcam and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to put too much within my thing because it could be overwhelming. And plus it will block important things in the gameplay for people to watch. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm cool on that. I have one monitor right here. I can play my games. I have one monitor I'm using right now for my OBS. And speaking about monitors, though, do you feel like two monitors is enough, or you need more than two monitors to stream?
So, I think true monitors should be at least the standard
Like the
because
minimum.
I was I got the second monitor in like April of last year. I was just
Mm-hmm.
using one, and then I was using the chat, reading the chat on my phone, and I was like, wait, this is like, and then I'm like, because I thought monitors cost a lot more than they actually did.
Nah.
So when I like saw on Amazon, I'm like, oh, okay, let me get
Yeah.
this one. That's 4K. And then I'm like, oh wow, this is so much better. I don't have to keep looking at my phone. I can look at the game, and then right when somebody chats, I'll just look right here, go back to the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think two monitors is the standard. I definitely agree with that. 'Cause I be seeing people like with 4, 5, 6 monitors on, bro. What the fuck you need
Yeah.
6 monitors for? Like, that's too much even for me. That's too much. 6 monitors? Like, what the hell you gonna do with all 6 monitors?
You can literally make two work. Like it's really
Yeah.
not difficult. And not to mention, if you want to have multiple people tabbed up, there's a way to do it with even just two monitors. You can literally like just slide your tab up and it'll give you different like layouts and
Yeah,
options.
Yeah.
You don't
exactly.
need 5 damn monitors.
3 or 4
I
at
know.
best. 3 or 4, that's too
I
much.
feel like for me, I feel like 4 can be a bit much or at least overbearing, but I feel like 2 or 3. I feel like 3 is more reasonable. Like
Yeah, okay, 3. Okay. Cause you can
I
have
know like three. Well, you have like two of these computer monitors. I know people have like the tablet thing at the end of
that's
it.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
Or,
3.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In that sense, 3, because you
Yeah.
know, one you can actually have your full chat on. One you can have your OBS on, and the other one, you know, your gameplay or whatever it is you're doing.
By the way, y'all don't need to take our advice. This is just our opinion. So you don't have to listen to our advice. You can just, take it however you want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not experts at this shit. We just talk about our experience. We just giving out advice. You don't have to take our advice per se. Just let y'all know.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't hear people like, oh, we don't listen to you. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
I mean, it was never said that it was mandatory to listen, so I'm
Exactly.
just putting it out there. This is us giving our opinion. As I said at the start of the video, everything is subjective. So
Exactly. So we ain't experts. We ain't no big time streamers. We just small time streamers, just like y'all. We just, we've been streaming for X amount of years. I've been streaming for 4 years.
I'm going on 4.
I'm going on show.
See, like we have some type of experience. We have some type of experience with streaming on Twitch. Most of us stream on Twitch. Most of us do content for our YouTube channels and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we have experience we learn from other people, stuff like that too. So would y'all ever say like gatekeeping is like a bad thing or a good thing? Or
It depends on what it is that you're gatekeeping.
Yeah.
I say it
gatekeeping,
varies.
please.
You got to know when to not gatekeep and when to gatekeep.
because when people say, "Oh, you should not be gatekeeping at all" to other content creators and streamers, I'm like, well, I have to disagree on that because
there's some. It's not your job to tell me.
Exactly. Like I don't have to tell you everything. Like I could give you some pointers, but I don't have to tell you everything. Like there's some things that's worth gatekeeping. There's some things that you might just want to give out to people. Well, it depends on the people you want to tell too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I hate the fact when you tell people certain things and then they try and take full responsibility. Like the shit that you told them, like they want to have like full responsibilities for like, oh, I did this. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody did tell me this.
They want to take the credit.
Yeah. They want to take the credit. That's what I meant. Like, nigga, you ain't know about this shit at all. I told you about this shit. Don't try to take my credit. Don't try and take the full credit of what I told you. Like, that's one thing I hate with people, though. People want to take full credit of what you do for them. It's like, no, don't do that.
They want to get all the cool points because they got put on to something good. And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm the originator. Fuck, you not?
No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't try and lie to these people now.
It's like, I got the tape right here with your name in my chat, and I'm saying this to you. Here you are on your stream telling this person this and that. No.
Mm-hmm.
Give credit where it's due, and that's what a lot of people fail at when it comes to content creation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't matter if you're a live streamer or not. Like even on TikTok, when people react to other people's videos, sometimes they don't give credit. It's like just tag the person or, put their name. Like give people credit in some way.
Like shout them out. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a simple thing.
Like when I show my raid videos and for example, when I show my raid videos, I always shout out Lex because Lex does my raid videos. She does my raid videos multiple times. Like I don't know how many times she did it, but I lost count.
Seems like for about a year at this point. I'm like your go-to for raid videos. I
Yeah.
did for Saya's raid videos. I've
Oh,
done
you
it
need
for
to do
Capper.
mine. Yeah, I still gotta get you them clips, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Another thing
procrastinating
too.
like a motherfucker.
I literally tell people, just send me the clips. Y'all know how much it costs. And the thing is, let's say you hit me up a month later for another project. I literally have my rule. Anything 2 minutes and under is just 25. So let's say Cam hits me up today and says, "Hey, I need a
Raid
channel
video.
trailer that's about like a minute long." Okay, just send me the 25 or whatever when you can, or do it in parts or whatever. I got you. And let's say he hits me up a month later. "Hey, I need an intro and an outro." You ain't even got to pay me because you already covered that with the 25. Like, I'm a very reasonable person.
And when it comes to if you need a raid video or a channel trailer or emotes, animated or not animated, you know your fellow content creators and streamers does it. And some of them
Yes.
are reasonable prices too. Don't try and sweet talk them way into doing a fucking discount. Just pay their price. It's not that hard, especially with the quality.
Especially when you got like these fucking bots and shit, or like
And
or, like,
graphic designers that charge
on
triple the
Discord.
fucking price.
This one person was gonna charge. It cost me $450. Like, anyway, we're paying for the intro screen and like that kind of shit. I'm like, you think I'm paying you $450?
Shit for 25.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Like he's talking about the whatever I call them, like the overlays, whatever that I have on my stream, like the be right back and stream ending shit. I'm like, I'm not paying you $450. I don't care if it's animated.
And for something that I'm going to use for a few hours.
Exactly.
Different and days.
And the quality don't be that good either for that price. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, I think the most I ever paid, well, for my graphics designer, I know him. He's from a different country, so he do all my overlays, my scenes, and my alerts and stuff like that. Like, to get this whole, like, back then, you know, the new overlays y'all see now, like, I had to get a whole new overlays, scenes and stuff like that. I paid about $300, and I know his quality. He's worth the $300 to change everything for me. He's worth the money because quality is good. So I paid about that much, to be honest with y'all. I don't care. If I have the money for it, I do
that, and considering the platforms and stuff they have to use, the subscriptions they have to keep up with, I understand why they charge a little bit more, especially if the quality is really great. That makes sense. $300, I feel like, is tolerable. But $450, and it's like, hold on, you're not giving me emotes with that. You're not giving me this and that. If you're gonna charge that much, you better make that shit a bundle.
Yeah, for me, it was a bundle for me because he did the overlays, the scenes, the alerts, the banners, the profile picture, everything y'all see right now.
That's worth it. When they do it in a bundle like that, and you have that, bond or that connection with them, and you got it.
Yeah, I never really talked them out of their price. I paid within their price range, and it's reasonable. Like, people will try to find ways to talk down the price. Like, don't do that, especially if they're going out their way to do the work for you. And, sometimes there'll be some revisions, which, that should happen because, I'm paying for this much. I want to make sure everything is good on my part. It's worth the money. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
All right, so another topic I want to discuss about is collaborating with other content creator streamers. Do you feel like, you got to give people, like, how can I say this? I'm trying to figure this out real quick. When it comes to collaborating with them, though, right? Collaborating with other people. Do you feel there got to be some type of connection before y'all do a collaboration? Or, like, we got to collaborate off the rip?
Like, there needs to be a connection first, because that defeats the purpose of networking and forming genuine bonds with other people. Because you don't want to just go into a collaboration with somebody you don't know, and then they bring some of their people, and you're kind of like, who the fuck are these people? Like, plans always change, and then you really don't know their intentions. You don't know if they're just collabing with you to steal your community. You don't really know where their head is at.
Especially too, like, also, you got people that you're collaborating with. They talk loud as hell. They be saying some crazy shit that you never heard before, and
and shit that can get you banned. So you have to know the person, know their dialect, know their personality, know what games they play, know their community.
Yeah, watch a few other streams before you do that.
Yeah,
scope them out.
Even if you're in like the same group, like with Big Creator, like some people like I've collabed with, I've met in person, so I didn't have to do that. Like some of the others, like just gotta make sure.
And me personally, I don't like to do collabs unless you want to call this podcast a collab with me, Lex, Mel, and Cam. If you want to call that a collab doing the podcast, then fine. You could call it that. But outside of the podcast stuff, I don't like doing collabs per se because mostly for me, I stream mostly in the morning times on weekdays. So it's like it's hard for me to game with other streamers because either they're at work or they're asleep or
different time zone.
Or they don't give
also it depends on the games you like to play, you know. Sometimes like me during the week I like to do my single player shit. I don't like to anybody. On the weekends I'm like, yeah, let's play Mario Party. Let's play
yeah.
I think I've speaking of Mario Party, don't think I forgot that whole shit, Lex. That you did on that Sunday. That was some bullshit, but no.
No, listen, I said it. I said you had it. That was your game. I'm still giving you that. The bonus stars was what did it. That shit.
Bonus stars some bullshit though.
It was. That's what I said. Don't yell at me. The game picked the stars. I didn't.
Yeah, for me, like I like playing single player games on weekday mornings because like I can focus on chat and stuff more when I play single player games. And that's another thing I want to discuss about too. I feel like people are scared to play single player games, and I'm like, I wonder why the hell y'all scared of playing single player games? Like,
it's better though because you don't have to deal with other people talking to you at the same time as you're trying to keep up with your chat. Like it's just easier. It's more peaceful when you're playing a solo game.
True, and plus, like people always saying like, oh, I don't want to stream. I don't have people to play games with. Like, then what the fuck are you doing then? That defeats the purpose. Like, you need people to play games with for you to stream. It's kind of fucking stupid. It's like,
and I think that's more.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was saying I think that's more of a view thing or like a publicity stunt because some people feel the need. Oh, I have to play with this person to get this, and it's like, no, that's not the case. Your real ones are going to be with you no matter what.
No matter what game you're playing. Like, no matter what game you're playing, you should feel good about the game that you're playing, and then the people will come. They'll come and support you. You don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta play this game with this such person in order for me to gain viewers and people to talk to me and chat like that. Okay, it is what it is.
And then what are you gonna do when people flake out on you when you had a planned agenda? Play a solo game. Have a backup. That's what solo games are for.
Exactly. People say, "Oh, solo games are boring." Like, it's hard to play a solo game.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry. What? That's what I'm saying. Like, how hard is it to play a solo game? I have a feel like you playing multiplayer games, you playing randos most of the time, and then
but those are like the Call of Duty fanatics that just say that.
What?
That like single player games are boring.
I wouldn't say it was. I can't say it's COD players, just people that just don't like playing single player games because they feel like, you know, they hate to be alone. People hate to be alone too. That's another thing.
Or they play the same single player games all the time and you wonder why you're getting bored. You're not expanding your horizons. You're not, you don't have a big variety that you like. So multiplayer's your go-to to replace that. No. Try something different and maybe it'll bring in more people. Sometimes something different, that little razzle dazzle is what you need.
And then you bringing people to play with you and stuff like that. You don't know how they act, and they might be cussing. They be cussing and stuff like that. Forgetting that you streaming, you saying all these crazy ass words that it might just like, yo, who's saying all this shit? Like, who cussing out like that? Like,
it can draw your audience away.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I cuss on my streams from time to time, but not to a point where I'm just blatantly just using this shit just because. I mean, I understand you're playing games with your friends, stuff like that, but remind you, you are streaming as well. Like, you gotta be respectful. You gotta be respectful to somebody's stream as well, because they can hear you as well. Like, people don't understand that.
Facts, yeah.
I remember Lex told me a story about a game she was playing Mario Party with. I'm not gonna say the person's name. It's like, and then she saw me and she sent me videos. So I'm like, it was cringy for me to watch the shit.
It was on that person's live stream, which was crazy. And this is the way I wanted to act an ass so bad. But I'm like, you know what? I got you. Don't even worry about it. Never again.
And I be watching the streams, so I'm like, bro, I can see why people don't want to play games with you, because the way you be cussing out. And, you know, and again, I said this before, I'm going to say this shit again. There's some people out here that can't cuss right. And that's the truth, goddammit. They can't cuss right.
That's true.
Like, bro, just stop cussing, yo.
You be listening, you be like, what?
Yeah, like, just save yourself from embarrassment and stop cussing. Because you don't even sound good. Low key, for real. Like, real shit is... It's not even funny. It's just sad where, you know, you got people cussing out their streams and it's like, it don't look good for you, buddy. You don't even sound
cussing,
good.
Keep it to a minimum. That shouldn't be something you say every 2 words. And it's like, okay, like, you more than potty mouth. Like, chill out.
Like, you keep saying the word nigga. Okay, damn. Like, as a
I'm not
black,
gonna say the word nigga. That's just cringeworthy. That's just me, I guess.
I mean, I don't even say the word nigga in my streams as much like that. But you know, when you playing with other people, I can't tell people how to control their mouth. Just know that I'm listening to what you're saying, and next time I might not even invite you to play games with me. Low key, that's just personally for me.
Right.
Now,
You know
as
what I'm
far as
saying?
saying nigga, I try to minimize it because I don't want, someone thinking they can come into my shit and they get the free right away. No.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I try not to say it on stream at all because I don't want somebody saying, oh, she says it all the time. So let me go ahead. No, because you don't know
that's
what
not
people
how it
look like
works.
behind their accounts.
That's not how it
Exactly.
works.
You don't know how. So people might try to say, oh, I'm black, but in reality, you're as fuck.
Right.
Like, no.
Yeah, you try and protect your brand. You try and protect your brand too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have people
Yeah.
cussing your stream, saying all these foul ass languages. And you know, I understand. Like I said, you playing games with your friends and even your family members too. Sometimes they
Mhm.
mouth be out of control, and you don't want to tell people to watch their fucking mouth because you know they're gonna
You
look
can't
at you.
control it.
Yeah, like all right. So next time you want to play games with me, I'm gonna just say nah. I'm good on that, partner. It might be fucked up, but
It's the truth.
yeah,
It's like, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
good for my brand. Also have to cover my own ass because you're on my stream.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get canceled because of something you said, whether I intervened or not. That's still on me because I didn't do my research on this person before I played a game with them.
Exactly.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, like just like what Cam said earlier. Watch the streamer that you want to collab with. You know what I'm saying? Get the feel of their vibe. Because not all collaboration is good collaboration. And I be seeing recently now too. Everybody using that streaming together function now too.
That shared chat.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that. It's a good thing, but also could be a bad thing too. Because does it really help you get your view, get your your requirements up to get the partner or no?
I don't know, but like I only do the stream together thing when it's one of you two or Mel or like awkward or something like that. People who I know and play
Very
with.
selective,
The
yeah.
Yeah.
random people, yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, like, oh, we in this group, we should all just do the streaming together thing and just like, no, I'm sorry.
Also, like, it can be very overwhelming and overbearing because you're seeing not only stuff in your chat, but you're seeing stuff in their chats as well. Now, I will say that it can benefit you because you can get new follows from other communities, and
Right.
it does have its little perks. But once again, it goes into knowing who you're actually collabing with.
Mm-hmm. Because everybody just want to collab just to collab. You know what I'm saying?
Some people collab because they need the numbers or they have a goal they're trying to hit.
Like,
And
yeah,
you're too blind to see it. Like,
Mhm.
pay attention.
Like, I've been seeing people. I think somebody posted this on Twitter, right? Like, oh, why is it hard for me to, like, what am I doing wrong in streaming and stuff like that? I'm like, girl, every time I come to your live, you have at least like 20, 30 people coming to your stream every time you go live. So I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What you
saying?
doing wrong?
You doing something
Only get
right.
that on a good day.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, have a 20, 30 people coming to your stream every time you go live.
Every time.
Exactly. So like, are you telling people what are you doing wrong? What is you talking about? I'm looking at the tweet like, what are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Like, for me, that's something for me to say, because like I wish I had like 10, 20, 30 people come to my stream every time I'm streaming. Like,
Right.
that's a good day. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that every time I stream. I might get that once every blue moon, but you getting that shit every time you stream and you complain about that shit, like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Like, fuck is you talking about? That shit makes me
Now,
mad.
this is about to go into the streamer don'ts. Don't complain about what you don't have. Because
Right.
there are people above you and under you. There are people under you that are working on getting to where you're at. And there's also people above you who have already been where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, don't complain that you're not getting this, that, and the third. That's going to deter people away. Like what Dre just said, like
Right.
the chick that was on Twitter complaining, what am I doing wrong? You have like damn near 30 people from the moment you go live. Most people can't say that.
And then also
I can't say that, but I'm not complaining.
And also too, right? Can I say something real quick? Also too, she posted, you know how people posted their path to partner on Twitch? How they gotta have and then, you know, people, you know, we gotta have at least like 75 viewers average.
Yeah.
She has like 15 over 75 viewers. And you complain about that shit? Bruh. Low key, to be honest with y'all, I'm still in my single digits and I've been streaming for 4 years.
Now I'm about to check mine because I'm interested now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But like, I would
Let me see
also say,
something.
don't compare yourself to others.
That
Exactly.
You
part.
know what I mean? Not only in
Comparison,
streaming, also in life, because it just
comparing
makes
is
you
the
miserable.
comparison is a form of depression. I don't care nobody.
Yes,
Kevin Gates
it
said
is.
that. Comparison is a form of depression. You comparing your streaming to somebody else's streaming, it's gonna make it depressed. Like that's gonna make it question like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Not everybody's going the same route. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not everybody's going the same goddamn route at all. Because sometimes people, some people fuck with you, some people don't. Not everybody gonna like your shit. You
And
gotta
that's
appreciate.
okay.
You gotta
Was that-
you gotta appreciate the people that come to your stream every time you go live. You gotta appreciate them because they take the time and the day to come to your stream. Whether you stream in the morning time, afternoon, nights, late nights, weekdays, weekends, whatever. You gotta appreciate for those that come to your stream every time you go live.
Another one. Do not bash the people that aren't active in your chat. They have you tabbed up. They're lurking. They're still giving you that watch time or that support. Because I don't know why certain people like to bash their lurkers or call them out, but it's like, don't do that.
Exactly.
Especially like for someone like me who streams at night, like people got shit to do. They just got you on. That's fine.
Some people will fall asleep ASMR your stream. Like, shoot, that makes me happy. If I'm helping you sleep at night, hey.
Exactly. I remember sometimes when Mel does her I forgot, she does one of her streams where she have like these sex stories. I don't know what she calls it.
Oh, is it the smut?
Something like that on Sunday nights when she does it before. That's my ASMR right there. You know what I'm saying?
No, her streams, that should be funny. I ain't gonna lie.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
I'm like, oh, y'all freaky like that? Holy shit, that person freaky like
frogs.
that? Hell yeah. But yeah, just don't bash people like that, bro. Like, people have lives. We all grown adults, some of us have families you gotta take care of. We have jobs that are demanding,
Right.
Some people, they work at night. Some people work in the mornings,
Mm-hmm.
You can't be mad at them. Shit.
Right.
If that's the case, don't stream. It's fucked up to say, but just don't stream. Not everybody's meant to be a streamer or a content creator if you feel that type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. So yeah, shit crazy. People are just weird. You just got a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Word.
Bunch of weirdos. I'm still mad at the fact that this girl really talking about, oh, what am I doing wrong in streaming? But yet you have double-digit numbers when it comes to your average viewers on Twitch. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you say shit about that. I really don't. Because that shit just pissed me off. Not to the point that I'm mad about. Now I'm jealous or anything like that. It's the fact that you got people coming to your streams. You have at least 10, 20, 30 people watching your stream at the time. But you complain about, what are you doing wrong?
And at least her numbers are consistent. Like most of us, we go from 1 to maybe 7, then back down to 5. And it's like, and not to mention, once again, our lurkers count too, because they're flipping between tabs, not only trying to support you, but support other people. You can't take other people's shine as well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, going back to the collab though, like that's why I low-key don't like to do collabs outside this podcast stuff. Because I like playing single player games. It makes me feel good. Because I don't like to rely on people. I don't like to rely on people when it comes to multiplayer games. And the reason why I said it because
when you play, sorry.
Especially like, everybody want to play the same game and then you got your game running, but yeah, oh wait, hold up. I gotta start my streaming thing, or my PC not working, or I forgot to download this game, or I gotta update this game. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And I don't have no patience for that shit, bro. I have no fucking patience. If people say that, oh, we're gonna start playing this game at 8:00, and then we wait until damn near fucking 25, 30 minutes later, bro. At this point, I don't want to play with y'all no more, bro. I'm fucking done. I'm tired. I waited this long.
See, that's how when we play Mario Party, it is very structured.
Yeah.
I will give like a 1 week notice. Who trying to play? Anyone available at this time? If I gotta change my time, I will change my time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even like when you had and you had like the position open, like even when I said I'll join next game.
Yeah.
I made it because I had to do I put my clothes in the laundry, did some other stuff. I made sure I was ready for the next game. You got to be, respectful to people on their stream and their time. If you can't make it, then you got to be like an adult about it. Say, hey, I thought I could make it. Some shit came up,
Yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't tell you shit.
I don't even trip about that. Just let me know. It's just like, don't lead me on to something and we have a plan and then you basically flake out or there's no communications. Like, we all grown. Just let it be known. I got some family shit that popped up or I got this going on. I got you. We can, like I said, as I tell everybody, we can always plan another day. It's not a problem. Just let me know if you down or you not, or you need to reschedule. Cool.
Mm-hmm. And make sure when you do this thing, make sure you prepare like 15 minutes before the starting time. Cause like
For sure.
not everybody's
Make sure everything's updated. Make sure everyone else has everything updated. Make sure everyone's internet is okay. Make sure they know which the game we're playing.
Who's the host?
Who's the host? All that other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Cause I'm not trying to be waiting for a long ass time for people to get this shit together. None of the time that we're supposed to be linking up. Don't make me wait. If you're gonna make me wait, I'm gonna get frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I don't want to play with you no more. And I might not even play with you again. We're gonna continue this shit. I'm being honest with y'all.
And you really have to consider when you're planning a collab with other people, you're taking their time as well. Maybe they have some shit to do and they're like, you know what? I can do this tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and play with this person. And you basically make them wait like 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes of wasted time. Time is very valuable, okay? That's time they could be spending with their family. That's time they could be spending doing what their original plan was. If I would have known this, I wouldn't have been here.
Exactly. Yeah, some people don't appreciate your time and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit weird. As I said, like collabs could be good, it could be bad, depending on who you trying to fuck with at the end of the day. And also too, I do have to mention this too. Joining Discord community, joining these groups and stuff like that. Go ahead, Lex. I know you want to talk about this, Lex. Go ahead. I saw Lex face.
That's what I've been waiting for. I have been leaving an ass load of communities and it's not because they're dead. It's just because there's generally no communication. I don't care if it's a big community or a small community. If you're not talking to me, like I at least give like a nice 24-hour grace period and I will be in your server for like another week or so and I'll come back. If it's the same outcome and I'm getting nowhere, I'm leaving. And it's no disrespect towards you, but it's like not even people in your community are even saying hi. It'll be something simple, a good morning. How are you guys doing? Tap in, check in.
That's all we need. Yeah, like I had to leave a few communities last week, mostly because I was just in too many of them, but mostly, they weren't very interactive. So
or they were interactive, just not with you, just with other people. That's where
that shit too.
Clicks come in.
So that's selective interaction. Selective speaking is what I call it.
I remember one time I was in the Discord group, right? I asked them, I said, good morning. That's when the Sonic 3 movie was coming out that weekend. I said, how y'all feel about Sonic 3? What are y'all thoughts on that for those who saw it? Nobody never replied to me. They went over my question, but they asking like somebody said good morning and
they'll respond to that.
Yeah. Right. That's where that shit pissed me off right there off the rip. I'm like, damn, well, fuck me, right? Okay.
At that point, I instantly leave because I see what type of timing you on. Like, when it's stuff like that, like if I get no response and nobody else responds, that's different. I'll give you a little bit more time. But if I see somebody else in your community skip over past what I said and respond to the conversation that happened before I spoke, or the next day when somebody says good morning, how are you, and you respond to that, I instantly leave. Ain't no waiting on that shit.
And the funny thing about this shit, right? I love the fact how people say, "Oh, there's no click in the streaming communities and stuff like that."
There's clicks. Everything's a popularity contest.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bullshit.
Bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. There are clicks. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
There's clicks everywhere. That's why people like us attach to the people we've already attached to. We stick with what we know because then when we welcome an outsider, what happens?
You don't know what you're getting.
Clicks. Or they start acting funny.
Right.
As I said, like I'm very select. I have a small circle of content creators and streamers that I know. Very like small. My shit very small. I'm not here to make friends with I'm not here to make friends with everybody out here, bro. I'm really not. Like I can be friendly to a very selective group of people, but not to everybody. And not everybody have the same mindset. Because some people out here, like I said before, some people are spiteful as hell. Their intentions are very evil. And you go on these people's streams, right? You see so many people chatting with people and stuff like that. They only know you by name. Like they only know the person by name. Like, oh, this person's big. All right, I'm gonna fuck with that person real quick. And then what happens? Y'all get a fallout. Then you're blaming each other and stuff like that. When you have a bigger circle, it's hard to contain it. Because, you never know. There's some jealousy amongst people. Let's be honest here. There's going to be some jealousy among people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I come to this person's streams, but why that person don't come to my stream and this, that, and third? And then you start building some type of...
feeling some type of way.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
No. I was gonna say this was where another don't comes in. Don't expect to receive what you give.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Or when you're giving away, like you donate to somebody, don't expect that person gonna donate to you back. Or you buying their merch, don't expect people to buy you. I mean, don't expect people to buy their merch from you. Like, if you're doing it, you do it out of your kindness. Don't expect anything.
Exactly.
Don't expect
And
anything in return.
it's the same thing vice versa. If somebody does stuff for you, it's out of the kindness of their heart. You're not obligated to give them anything back. However, I will say the only obligation I feel, people should give is just time. Just having someone stream tab it, like free support, essentially. Something that's free.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But it's like something you gonna have to pay a price. You paying for something. Nah, people say, "Oh, thing is free," but hey, you paying some shit. People expect you to pay something.
You always got to pay something.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying, like, me as a content creator, been doing this shit for 4 years. My circle is very small. I don't really fuck with a lot of people. I can be cool with a lot of content creators, but when it comes to like, I'll fuck with you and stuff like that, whatever. I'm good on that.
It's like you're not my go-to for a collab, or like you're not like the first person I'll think of to ask for a certain game. Like with Mario Party, like the stuff. Like I said, when we played last week, like that was planned like a few days ahead of time. With the other two I was playing with, Messiah and Cousin Peeps, and then Cam came in, Dre came in, and I'm like, well, shit, let's do it.
Yeah, like it's not something you just like woke up and say, oh hey, I'm playing Mario Party.
Yeah,
here's the Discord. It's like you gotta be planning out for that, especially like on Sundays when there's football and like people are trying to get the groceries and everything like that. Yeah, I would agree.
I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Just gotta be mindful who you collab with, especially because I don't know, like I be seeing these collabs too and stuff like that. When I watch people's streams, I'll be like, yo, there's no type of connection, there's no type of synergy going on between the two of y'all, the three of y'all, the four of y'all. Like, where's the energy at?
I feel like the synergy is what makes it, fun, even more fun. Like when I play with Rambo's our group, the Ghouls with Rambo, Awkward, and all of them. We know each other, we laugh, we joke with each other, we bring up hilarious moments. Like that's what makes it fun, and that's what also makes it like time flies when we're streaming. It's like, oh shit, we've been streaming 3 hours. Like we haven't noticed.
Especially like when you cool with people like that, you could joke with them and stuff like that. They don't take it seriously. You can't just joke with a fucking random. You don't know how they're gonna take that joke.
And I also want to say, be careful mixing communities, because not every community mixes. Like, for example, when I did my Mario Party stream, like I brought Cam into the Discord I mod for, Dre was already in it, and everybody clicked up really well. It's like going to a family. It's like going to a family event. Like everyone just instantly clicked. Cam didn't, like, nobody felt uncomfortable. It's just like we knew each other already in our past life.
Like for me, when I'm collabing with other people or like playing games off stream with people like that, I'm more of an observer. I don't really say shit. I don't really say much stuff when I'm playing a game. I observe what people saying in the chat.
You're scoping out the room. You're testing the energy.
And there's some energies like, I just don't fuck with this energy because because I just don't fuck with the energy. I just have to respectfully leave this premises. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Leave the premises. True.
Just leave the premises. Like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out for me. You're cool people,
stage left.
Like you're cool people, but the people that you're playing with, I just don't fuck with the energy.
That's why I say you can't mix too many different people together. Like I try to be very cautious. Like when Cam said he wanted to join Mario Party, I'm like, okay, Cam's cool. I know they'll get along with him. He'll get along with them. There's already been maybe small interaction through streams and stuff. Bring them here.
What else? What was I talking? Anybody else got something to say? Yeah, I want to discuss about.
One thing for streamers, don't be afraid to like we're talking about upgrades to like your PC, but also don't be afraid to like upgrade like your streaming area. Like if that makes sense. Like for my mic, it can't fit like the boom arm shit because my desk is too big. So what I did is I got the stand, right? And I brought it closer to me without it being right in front of me. And I just think it works a lot better. So like just don't be afraid to try new things like that.
Yeah.
True.
Upgrade
especially when you get stuff off Amazon. Amazon is very good about returns. So if it doesn't work, like just go to Whole Foods and take it back.
Also too, you get like a streaming desk, you get like a good gaming desk. Well, I ain't gonna say streaming desk, like game desk. You know what I'm saying? Get like an L shape. I recommend an L shape one. Well, it depends on how big your room is and where the hell you put your gaming desk at. But make sure you just upgrade your desk too.
Like with how mine's is actually not an L shape, but I still have sufficient room to even put like extra little loot items and stuff. So get one that's adaptable to your room or wherever you're at. Just make sure you consider, if you want to have your tower on your desk near a wall or something, or, a place for your tower, your monitors, and if you have a boom arm or whatever, or just your mic itself, your speakers or whatever streaming PC essentials you have, you got to know your measurements for that and know what desk you need and consider where you want to have it in your room or once again wherever you're stationed at.
And clean your PCs too, man.
Yes,
dust them out.
You have to
dust them out. Dust them.
Actually, cleaned mine before I started streaming for 2025. So
yeah, to clean mine
every blue moon.
I cleaned mine because I had to put the new graphics card in there, but yeah.
Because you don't want that shit to build up dust over time, and then it fucks up your graphics card, your processor, your fans, and your PC. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I clean my shit at least like once a week type thing, just to just make my PC runs better. And speaking about PCs too, when it comes to technology though, there's a way where you can reduce the temperature of your processor. So when you're playing like games, high-end games, it won't overheats. Like I think I sent y'all to the video, right? How to reduce the temperature of your CPU. Well, yeah, computer processors. Like for me, like before the whole adjustment to my PC, my CPU processor, that shit was like running like 70 to 80 degrees on mine, Celsius on my shit. That shit used to get hot until I figured out a way to reduce the temperature of your PC. My shit running around like under 50 degrees at this point right now. And my shit still runs around like under 50 degrees Celsius when I'm playing games. Because overclocking is overrated, in my opinion. Like, there's no point of overclocking your PC. Because that's going to run your PC high as hell. You want to get the faster performances, that's understandable, but that's going to raise the temperature of your processor. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that shit to happen because the processor is like the heart of the motherboard. Once that shit burns out, you're fucked. They got to buy a whole new motherboard, whole new processor, and this, then the third.
And your wallet will be crying.
Exactly. That shit gonna be crying like a motherfucker, man. But yeah, I be trying to help people out with their PC stuff too, like how to reduce the temperatures. But it's like, all right, I don't want to believe me.
In other words, if you hear your electronic device talking to you, you need to clean it or get it fixed. Figure it out.
Like for me,
they should not be howling at you. It shouldn't be yelling at you.
Right.
And going back earlier, I was talking about building your PC, stuff like that. Buy a good PC case where you have maximized airflow.
Yes.
Because you don't want to buy a PC case where you got stuff everything all together. You get no type of airflow within the PC.
Yeah, like it's too closed in. You don't have like vents at the bottom or on the top. Like you need some sort of ventilation to go in and out of your case.
Like my case, I have a Montech 903 Air Max. That shit is big as hell. It could hold a 4090 graphics card if it wants to. Like nice. I have a lot of airflow. I have a 4060 Ti. It's big, but not as big like I thought it would be. It got maximized airflow. Only thing about this case right here, it does blow loud a little bit, but that just tells me that, you know what, it gets some airflow. It gets some fucking airflow, make my shit cool as hell.
Yeah, mine's kind of makes a little noise, but not as much as my handy dandy fan next to me, because I'm in California. It be hot as fuck here. So y'all gonna hear my fan. I'm let that be known. I'm on dry land. I need it.
I definitely feel on that one too. But yeah, you just gotta upgrade, man. Point is to upgrade. Just upgrade. It won't hurt you. It might hurt your pockets a little bit, but hey, it's all
pockets to be replenished.
Exactly. If you work, you can make that shit right back. I said this to somebody before, and they don't fuck with me to this day. I said this to them. If you spend money, you can make the money right back. It doesn't mean you're broke. If you have a job, you can make the money right back.
Especially if you're wise with your money.
Exactly.
If you're wise with your money, it's not going to be a problem. Especially if you're doing everything in increments. if you want to start with the most expensive thing first, do them little payment plans. You already got the biggest thing out the way. You just need to get the little pieces now.
It's all about investing at the end of the day. If you want to become a good content creator and a streamer, you want to stream more, do just chatting more, want to play certain games and stuff like that, you're going to have to invest.
Yeah, you're gonna need this equipment, y'all.
Exactly.
Yes.
Doing this.
Exactly.
When you get the phone, you're gonna want like to improve. You're gonna have to have newer equipment that's gonna cost money. Like things in life cost money. Let's be honest. So that's
Life itself costs money.
Costs money. So like,
I understand. Like, I understand. Not everybody gonna have everybody have different financial difficulties. We all know that.
That's okay. Right. Payment plans, installments.
You call
Work
it
with
invest.
what you got. Improvise.
Exactly. Invest. Like some people know, everybody want to become a rapper and artist, stuff like that. You're gonna have to invest.
You're gonna need a studio, that's for sure. Or
exactly.
Make your own studio.
Invest. You know, so you're gonna have to invest. If you really enjoy doing what you're doing, you're going to have to invest. No question about it.
You're gonna put the money into whatever it is you're investing so much time in, and it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day.
Exactly. Like for me, I had to invest on 2 different PCs over the 2-year span, and it paid off for me. It paid off good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to spend over $1,000 just because I want to have a good, decent PC that runs games, that can stream well, that won't crash down, and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just make sure you just take care of your PC because that's your money right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's your little pride and joy. Basically, if you have a really great PC, the only thing you have to update here and there is maybe the parts on the inside or the equipment around it, like your webcam, your mic.
Yeah, it's just like I said, you don't have to buy Elgato cam off the rip unless you got the money for it, or you don't have to buy like $100 fucking ring light, which is crazy as hell. I feel like all ring lights do the same damn thing. They could just adjust the brightness or adjust the color of the light. You don't have to buy. You don't have to buy no high end ring light and stuff like that. But it's all about how you got the money. If you got the money to afford it, okay, cool. But not everybody gonna have that type of money.
Ring light. I got like the square light that's like attached to my PC right there.
Yeah, I mean,
you actually have mine's on right now. That's why you can see this damn tan on my arm.
Yeah, I have mine's on right. I have mine's on right now too because like my curtains, they're like dark, so like it avoids the sunlight coming inside my room. That's why I have my ring light on right now too. Again, it's all about investing. It won't hurt you.
If you're wondering why my eyes are pink, it's because I have allergies. Mind your business.
Mind your bitch. That's what.
Nah, them allergies be fucking people up.
All right, yeah. So to my viewers in chat right now, do you have any questions for us or no? I want to hear y'all questions.
Or any pointers you would like to give our podcast viewers.
Yes, Lord.
The floor is yours.
Or any takes that are outrageous that you want us to hear.
Let me see what I gotta talk about. Did we miss anything? Or we covered everything so far?
Oh, I know what I have one thing I wanted to talk about.
Right.
Action games are back. In the name of Jesus, thank you, Lord. Ninja Gaiden 4 is confirmed. Shout out to Platinum. Shout out to Xbox for making that happen because I didn't think we were going to see Ryu Hayabusa in a new game for a long time because that Neo was making them a lot of money. But I've heard there was like a report a couple months ago that Koei Tecmo was going to have a bunch of games this year. It seems they did not lie. Wondering if Neo's coming back, if DOA is coming back. DOA kind of needs that.
Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive. Yeah,
I think they're coming out. They are coming out with a new one. No, that's virtual. No, actually, I lied. That's Virtual Fighter. That's Virtual Fighter. Yeah, I lied. That's Virtual Fighter. Yeah. But there's another thing I want to talk about too. For those who say they are variety streamers, but they only stream one game, please don't call yourself variety streamers. I'm gonna say this.
You're not a variety streamer.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
right there is a pet peeve for me.
Like if you play COD, just say you a COD streamer, or you a Fortnite streamer, you're a Fortnite streamer. Don't say
you're a COD fiend, okay? Own up.
And you can play the same. So like if you're playing a single player game, doing a playthrough, put that in your About Me. It's in current playthroughs right now. Like for me, I was doing what was I doing? Like Rebirth. I was like, hey, Bonfire Summon Rebirth and Persona 3 Reload. Those are the 2 games I'm on right now. But I'm a variety streamer. I'm just like I'm doing a playthrough. So like most of the
matter of fact,
of that game.
You don't even have to say that though, because if they go to go to a Twitch channel and they check out the videos that you stream on, you can see what type of games you be playing. You don't have to tell them that you're just.
Or even if it's in your About Me section, like I play a variety of games, for example, this, and this. Or if you just say I'm a variety streamer, but I also do playthroughs, for example, this, and this, or yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I hate when people talk about, oh, I'm a variety streamer, but you only play one game on your channel. Like, oh, you're not a variety streamer. Like, what other games do you
Like,
play?
that's like me saying I'm a variety streamer, but I play hold on. That's like me saying I'm a variety streamer and I'm only playing one damn game. No. Literally, like, no.
And like if you're a variety streamer who likes playing single player games, like you don't have a current playthrough to do. Sometimes you can do multiplayer, but like you got to do multiple games in one stream for you to be a variety streamer. It's like for me, I'll do like an hour of Mario Kart, hour of Tekken, maybe Marvel Rivals, maybe Apex. Oh god, but do I want to do that?
I hate
you
when
can roll. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, you know what I don't like when people ask me what type of games do you play. I'm like, well, I play action games, I play adventure games, I play RPGs. Instead of saying like the generics like Fortnite, Apex, COD, everybody does that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like saying shit like that. I just when it comes to like what kind of games you play, I just tell I like play action adventure games, RPGs, sports, horror games. Like I'm all around. Like
literally tell people. Yeah. Every time I am a variety person. You might see me play modern day games. You might even take it back some and play some retro games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my socials to find all that out. I post stuff on YouTube. I post stuff on Instagram. Like it's literally there in your face. But when they ask me that, I'll just say as of lately, I have been playing Switch games.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I do a monthly rotation between consoles. Like I'll even pop out a Super Nintendo game. Like if it's a game I don't feel comfortable streaming on Twitch, I'll save it for a YouTube playthrough.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then my second time around, to avoid backseat gaming and stuff, I'll bring it to Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And also, guys, your stream is your stream. Play whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
That
and
part.
stream whatever the hell you want to. Like, don't let people tell you gotta stream at this such and such time. If that's not convenient for you, fuck them.
Don't do it. Yep.
Stream at your own time.
Do what works for you.
Exactly.
Play what you want to play. Don't let people dictate and control your stream.
And the ones that does that, they don't show up to your stream anyway.
Facts.
They're gonna be lurkers once they hear it.
And the ones that be telling people how to do this, that, and the third, they don't want to be there. They don't want to be there in your chat. They might be lurking, but probably not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Low. Like for me, like if I gotta stream the morning times on weekdays, that's what I gotta do. I have no other choice. I mean, I do have a choice. I cannot stream that day either, but But yeah, it's just what the Aqua said. Yeah, I would say I'm a variety content creator / streamer. I will try my best to rotate as much different games that I can every week. Exactly.
No, Aqua be doing the things. I'll be seeing. Don't think I'll be looking at Aqua.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Aqua. Mm-hmm. She does her.
Big love to Aqua.
She does her YouTube, her Twitch very well. I could say, grind, be consistent. Try to be consistent as you can. See, now we talking about this. Now everything's coming together. Now, when you become a content creator streamer, be consistent. Don't say like, oh, I'm coming back to stream again on such and such day, and then you don't stream till like 2-3 months later. Like that's not being consistent.
Right.
Most importantly, consider yourself. Like, don't make false promises to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think it's going to affect you, it affects your community too. Like, even let's say you have, whether you make a stream schedule or not, that's optional. Mm-hmm. I'm a person that makes a stream schedule. So I have a disclaimer that says all plans are subject to change. Which means sometimes something might pop up. I might not be able to stream. I might not be able to upload on YouTube. So I'm letting you know right then and there, don't hold me accountable. Mm-hmm. Because, life is unexpected. Shit happens.
And the great thing about, having like Discords, like your own Discords, like you can let them know. It's like,
and Discord is usually the first to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when something happens,
that's your safe space.
On social media like Instagram or Twitter, especially Twitter, you can just quote your tweet saying, hey, some crazy shit just happened. I can't stream.
Yeah. So just try to be consistent as much as you can, because, you never know. Life could hit you as a motherfucker. You could be a short term or long term. Don't just try to announce things like, oh, I'm back to stream on such day, and then all of a sudden you don't stream again for another 2, 3, 4 fucking months. Like, where's the consistency at?
It's just like pull a surprise stream. If you can't even make a commitment, just do surprise streams. I like to call them that because, if you don't have a stream schedule and you say, oh, I'm going to stream Next Monday happens, your community got your stream already up and you not streaming, it's gonna be disappointing.
It's a middle finger to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Especially
find
people,
a way to make it up.
especially if people spend money on your subs and you don't stream as much, then what's the point of me
That
subbing?
part.
What's the point of me subbing to you if you're not gonna stream as much? You know what I'm saying? That's just wasting money for me.
I can't support you if you're not doing your part.
Like I understand it could be hard to be consistent because life could be difficult. But
Yeah.
like for me, like I'm surprised that I could stream on multiple. I could stream on a consistent level. People always tell me, "Oh, damn, Dre, you consistent with your streams." I'm like, yeah,
Yes,
I
you should. You can
Exactly.
do
Gotta
it.
be.
because I could do the shit. Like it's not that hard for me. Like yeah, life is lifing, but hey, I make time for it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
make time for your passion and the things you love to do. Simple
Exactly.
as that.
Exactly. If you don't have the passion for it, then you're not gonna be consistent. You're just doing it just for. I feel like people who are not consistent, they're just streaming for the wrong reasons. But okay, if they're not getting the views that they want, they're not getting the subs that they want, they're not getting the raise that they want, they're not getting the donation they're getting. There's no point of them streaming at all. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
because they come in with unrealistic expectations, which leads me to another streamer. Just like don't expect to receive everything you give, don't come into streaming with super high and unrealistic expectations because your ass will get a piece of humble pie with the quickness. The internet is cruel as hell.
Yeah.
There's trolls. Like, y'all really have no idea how it is until you experience it yourself.
Facts.
And please, when you get trolls on your streams, please don't entertain that shit unless you like that type of shit. Which I personally don't. I don't pay much attention to trolls. I just ban them off the rip. I'm not saying shit.
Yeah.
I look at it, banned. I'm not about to entertain that shit.
Ignore, let my mods handle it, or my mods know what to do. Before I even look at it, that shit better be gone. Please.
Yeah, I'll be on go with that shit. I'll be go. They say something, I'll be like, I say something smart. I'm ready. I got that ban button ready for your ass.
I'll have a nice response. Like there was one time where someone came into my chat asking me weird questions, didn't even say hi, and I'm like, look, like I answered the first question because I kind of knew it. Then asked me a second one. I'm like, listen, I'm not too much of a whiz on that, so any questions you ask me from this point on is gonna be a no. They left the stream that quick, and I'm like,
if you let a person come at you talking crazy and you let that shit get into you, that's the thing about it. They won. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people get into your heads. Cause if you let them get to your head, you're giving them a reason to come back and do the same shit, or bringing more people to do the same shit to you.
There's a way to respond if you choose to respond. Like how that person tried to troll me. I'm like, listen, any other questions you ask me from this point on is most likely gonna be a no. I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't irritated. I just gave him an honest response and haven't heard from that person since.
Yeah, don't give these trolls a reason to troll, because you give them a reason to troll and you fall into that shit, they won. They actually won. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them time of day to do that shit.
Don't
you know
argue with them, just
exactly. Don't be
if you're skeptical and they seem like a genuine person, kind of give a warning, or your mods are already on it. Second time, out. But that first time, if you can tell already it's a troll, out.
Like you gotta have
don't even give them time of day.
You gotta have thick skin when you're streaming. Cause you're gonna have trolls, you're gonna have people that they're gonna do these hate raids, these follow bots and stuff like that. It's bound to happen to everybody. It's bound to happen. That happened to me before. I never had a hate raid, but I've been follow botted and stuff like that and shit like that. I had to delete it. Well, I have a certain bot that bans people off my stream that shit ever happens, but it tends to happen. You're gonna have some people say some racist shit. You're gonna have people hate raid you and stuff like that. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
It's all up to how you handle it.
Right, that's where the thick skin. That's where I say you gotta have thick skin coming to the streaming shit. Cause if you weak minded, then don't stream. As fucked up as that shit sounds, then this streaming shit ain't for you if you don't have no thick skin. If you weak minded like that, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's facts. Yeah.
Like,
and to go off of what Dre said, as far as like the follow bots and stuff, have a good third party system that handles that.
Survey bot.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
use Nightbot, but yeah, you have to have a bot to combat that.
Like you can't. Sometimes your mind might not be there at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta rely on yourself.
And you're not gonna catch everything, especially if you're locked in on a game. Like that's where that third party thing comes in. Like, okay, and you can have your notifications up, like your mod action stuff up, and see what happened.
Exactly. So you gotta be mindful, man, because not like just because you have mods in your channel, they're not gonna be there every time.
Yeah, and don't hold them to that obligation just because they're mod for you. You ain't paying them. Unless you going in their channel throwing sprinkling little biddies and stuff in there, but don't hold people in your community to that obligation.
Not
Because at the end of the day, you are your own mod for your channel. You have the override of everything.
You're the owner. You're supposed to run your own shit. You can't rely
CEO
on other
your
people.
Own shit for real.
You can't rely on people to do shit for you, man. For real, for real.
Exactly.
I learned that shit.
Always have that in mind.
I make sure, like I said before, I stream in the morning time, so like not all my mods be there in the morning times because I stream early as hell. So that's understandable.
My time.
Exactly.
Yeah, you stream like when I'm getting in the car to go to work.
Dude, I'm barely waking up, and this man live for like an hour already, and I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
So that's why I make sure I stay on top of my shit. I make sure I gotta be my own mod at the end of the day.
Yeah, you got to.
Because I can't rely on people. I just can't. You know, so I gotta rely on myself when it comes to this shit.
That's why having the bots is so important, in my opinion.
Have certain bots. Make sure you use the shield mode when you do have those hate raids and the follow bots. Make sure that shield mode is enabled so that way you can control that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, I'm just saying now. You know, like I said, you don't have to listen to our advice because everybody probably saying the same shit as we are right now. But you know, this is just our opinions, our experiences of numbers of years of us streaming and stuff like that. So, anything else y'all want to add in?
I think that's everything on my end.
I think that's good on our end, I would say.
All right, y'all. I want to thank y'all for joining this podcast, listen to us rant and stuff like that. Thank you to Lex. Thank you to Cam for stopping by as our co-host to talk about these things. And we'll see y'all for the next one. Until then, carry on.